Alright, so filmmaking. I'm sure we've all thought about it at some point or another, but who here has actually done it? A few of you, right? Well, nonetheless, here's my take on it. I'll be telling you guys how I get inspired to create, how I started, and last but not least, why it's important to me. Well, there's no point in waiting, so here we go. What got me inspired? Inspiration ain't easy to come across for most people, so in my opinion, this was one of the harder aspects of filmmaking. The first time I considered filmmaking as a hobby was when my dad showed me some of his films. They were very amateur and simple, but it looked like he was having quite a bit of fun.
Well, we're here with Axl Rose, writer of the newly released hit November Rain. So, how are you today, Axl?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
I'll tell you how I am. You dragged me away from my tour.
Thanks for this clap.
You can see how simple these were, but just look at him. He's having a blast. This really made me want to start working on stuff like that. I wasn't sure what type of content to make though. I thought about this for a while, but then I realized I was watching quite a bit of stuff on YouTube at the time, so why not search there? Turns out that was one of the best ideas I could have had, as only minutes into searching I found some possible stuff. Sugar Pine 7 was the first to come to mind. After the YouTube network they were working for got shut down, they needed a job and all of them were into YouTube, so they decided to come together. Now the channel is well over 1 million subscribers and growing. This clip sums up most of their content pretty well.
Yeah, the dirtier the better, honestly. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, why are you renting a minivan?
Oh, it's automatic.
Well, the simple answer is to pick up all of my friends for a camping vacation. First stop, Kib's house. That's the same pair of clothes for 3 days.
This is all I need. Corduroy? Corduroy.
So we went back inside.
As I said though, I was watching a lot at that point, so Sugar Pine 7 was just one of the many. Another inspiration was Jack Stauber. He makes music with VHS style videos to back them. Those videos include claymation, animation, green screen, and lots of editing. This is one of my personal favorites, but he has many different styles of videos. Weird, right? That's exactly why I like it. Something you don't see every day, you know? I find both channels are like that. They're both pioneers of their respective fields, but I guess that's just my personal opinion. I won't bore you guys with all the other inspirations I've found over time, but hopefully this shows how you can find something to get you inspired pretty easily. That's enough about them though. I guess it's time I tell you how I got into it. How I got into filmmaking. I was ready to get into filming stuff, but there was still a problem. I didn't have any equipment. At the time, I was using a GoPro and an old, underpowered laptop and its mic to film, record, and edit. This wasn't exactly the best situation ever, as I had the drive but not the tools, so I decided to fix that. I saved for a few years and ended up with this: a pretty high-powered PC, a Blue Yeti mic, a Canon Rebel T5i, and a few editing programs. All this stuff ended up being pretty expensive, so I only got it recently, but the point is, I was basically ready. I decided to try some simple stuff with it and I wasn't disappointed with the results. A lot of the videos have been deleted, but here are the ones I could find. Sure, they're not great, but it's a start. I'm sure you're wondering why I spent that much money to make a couple low quality videos. Well, here's my answer. Why I make films. To be completely honest with you, it's simply because it's fun. Coming up with stories and making them real is very interesting for me, and there's no better way to do that than film. However, I do have a legitimate reason too. Having a creative outlet, whether that be drawing, singing, or filmmaking, is one of the best ways to relieve stress, and in my opinion, it's one of the most important things. Life ain't easy, so having something like that just to let yourself be creative and forget about all your work is very important. This project has probably been my favorite of the entire year, because I got to do what I love. At certain points I forgot it was a project, and just thought I was doing what I would normally do. In fact, the hardest part for me was coming up with the idea. After that, it was nothing but fun. So in conclusion, and if you guys are going to take anything from this video, let it be that whatever it is, art, videos, gaming, whatever, having a creative outlet is one of the most important things out there. Whenever you're stressed, it's a great way to forget about all that and just have fun. Thanks for watching.